Introduction, Net Worth and Legacy. By 2025, Dr. Fred Okengo Matiang'i had established himself as one of Kenya's most respected statesmen. Public estimates place his net worth at around 1.8 billion Kenyan shillings, a fortune built through decades of public service, consultancy work, real estate, and education ventures. Unlike many politicians, Matiang'i earned his fortune quietly. No scandals, no noise, just a man of order and discipline. He lived modestly, investing in agricultural land in Kisii, apartments in Nairobi, and a family home that symbolized peace rather than opulence. His career made him a household name, firm, loyal, and always on the right side of history. Early life, roots in education. Fred Matiang'i was born in Nyamira County, Kenya, in 1968, to a humble family deeply rooted in Christian values. His father, Okengo Matiang'i, was a local teacher, while his mother was a small-scale farmer known for her resilience and kindness. Growing up among several siblings, young Fred quickly developed a hunger for learning. He attended Nyamira Primary School and later Kisii High School, where his brilliance stood out. After high school, Matiang'i joined Kenyatta University, where he studied education and literature. But that was just the beginning. Driven by passion for reform and academia, he went on to earn a master's and later a PhD from the University of Nairobi, specializing in communication and comparative literature. His academic journey shaped him into a disciplined intellectual, one who would later merge scholarship with leadership. Personal life, family, faith, and values. Dr. Matiang'i is a deeply private man. Married to Helen Matiang'i, a professional educator, the two have maintained a strong and respectful partnership built on faith and humility. They are blessed with children, all of whom have pursued education both locally and abroad. His Christian faith is the compass of his life. A devout Seventh-day Adventist, Matiang'i avoids public flamboyance and instead focuses on integrity and community service. When he is not in the corridors of power, he is either teaching, reading, or quietly working on development projects in his home region. He's also a mentor, known to sponsor bright students from Nyamira and Kisii, helping many achieve their dreams through education. Professional career, the enforcer's era before politics. Matiang'i worked as a university lecturer at Egerton and the University of Nairobi. He also served as a governance and democracy consultant with the USAID-funded programs. His reputation as an efficient and results-driven professional brought him into government in 2013, when President Uhuru Kenyatta appointed him cabinet secretary for ICT. He transformed Kenya's digital infrastructure, expanded broadband connectivity, and introduced ICT innovation hubs across counties. But it was his next role that defined him. In 2016, Matiang'i was appointed cabinet secretary for education, where he led sweeping reforms, tightening exam regulations, curbing cheating, and restoring credibility to the KCSE and KCB systems. To many parents, he became a hero. To lazy officials, a nightmare. Later, he took over as Minister of Interior and Coordination of National Government, where he earned the nickname the Iron Minister. He brought discipline to security agencies, streamlined police reforms, and enforced law and order with unmatched precision. By 2022, Fred Matiang'i was one of the most powerful figures in Kenyan politics, often regarded as a man who could get things done. Even after leaving office, he continued to advise regional governments and international institutions on governance, education, and digital transformation, house tour, and car collection. Despite his influence, Matiang'i lived with restraint. His family home in Karen, valued at about 150 million Kenyan shillings, features a calm architectural style, earthy colors, a private library, and a prayer room. He also owns property in Nyamira, a countryside retreat surrounded by natural beauty and quiet farms. When it comes to cars, Matiang'i's collection reflects his practicality. A Toyota Land Cruiser V8, a Mercedes-Benz E-Class, and a Range Rover Sport for official engagements. Every vehicle well-maintained, a symbol of order and function, not luxury. College career, the intellectual foundation. In university, Matiang'i was known for his intellect and bold voice. At Kenyatta University, he was active in student leadership, often speaking out against corruption and inequality. Later, at the University of Nairobi, His doctoral research focused on media freedom, governance, and communication policy, ideas that shaped his later public service philosophy. He remained a lifelong learner, often telling young people, education is the only inheritance that no one can take away from you. Cause of death in his words about Raila. As of October 2025, Dr. Fred Matiangi is alive and continues to contribute to public discourse. However, he was deeply shaken by the death of Raila Odinga, Kenya's longtime opposition leader and statesman. In his tribute, Matiangi said, "Kenya has lost more than a leader. We have lost a conscience. Raila Odinga was the moral compass of our democracy. His courage taught us to question authority. His endurance reminded us that freedom has a cost, and his vision will forever guide this nation." He ended his statement with an emotional note. "I have lost a mentor, a man who stood by his truth even when it was unpopular. May Baba rest in eternal peace. Kenya will never forget you." Dr. Fred Matiangi's life remains a testament to discipline, intellect, and national service. From the quiet hills of Nyamira to the powerful halls of Nairobi, he has shown that leadership is not about noise. It's about results, humility, and integrity. And in remembering Raila Odinga, Matiangi reminded the nation of what it truly means to serve Kenya with heart, courage, and conviction. If you enjoyed this story, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more powerful biographies of Kenya's most inspiring leaders.